I have Season 24 Alliance War number 10. I am stoked about this war. I got 2 minis, including a Thing shared fight. First fight up here is Path 7 Cull Obsidian. First time I've seen Cull Obsidian here. This is kinetic transference, so I'll be going in with Ghost. He is a large, he might be extra large champion. Point is, he does have Protect, so I do need to be nailing my intercept so I'm not taking like massive amounts of reduced damage from the node. Not a problem. It's very, very easy to manage with Ghost, and honestly with the class disadvantage, and I think I only have like a 10% attack boost, 10% champion boost at this point. I'm not even triggering Protect on regular medium, so it's not a big deal. I think the biggest thing here for this fight is it's really just a diversity placement. I could see good chip damage coming in. Cull Obsidian specials are not hard to dex, so I think maybe they were hoping he gets some kind of special 3. I do think Blade is just, strictly speaking, a better placement here because he does have that threat of like the special 2 rotation if you botch the fight, and if you're not using someone like Ghost, you have a little more threat. But honestly, it's hard for me to think of a good placement on this node. Almost always it's just diversity placement. That's why there's almost never a second fight for Path 1 of Section 7, or for Section 1 of Path 7. You can see here, I just go up to an SP3. The reason for that is because I know SP2 will trigger the Protect. Also, I don't want to take any recoil damage if I don't have to. The least amount of chip damage, the better for item conservation, all that jazz. And the SP3 does a good amount of damage. Really, the only thing for this fight was a little long than I expected. Go ahead and move on to the first shared mini, which is an encroaching stun long shot. I have 200% boost and rainbow boost active at this moment. I'm popping 200% because they were in the store recently. I know 150s are better, but you know, I bought like 5 of them just to stock up. So the biggest thing with this long shot is that if he gets to an SP1, his SP1 cannot miss. And so if you're not running Hood Synergy, it will literally kill you. And that has happened to me before. That's okay. I'm going to push up to a special 2 first. I have Wasp Synergy for that free unblockable. And that actually killed him. I thought I'd have to throw an SP3, but he went down so freaking fast. After that, I've got Domino. This is on the Powerful from Afar and Spite. Again, I am rainbow boosted with that 200% tech, so I will be jumping in with Mysterio. Mysterio handles this fight pretty well. Pop an advanced power boost if you really, really want to control the fight. But I'm growing really confident on this, and we have a really sizable lead in war. So I'm going to jump into this rank 3 Domino. I get some solid reparries in there to get my opening. Gonna go ahead and punish heavy. Pretty much every time she gains a bar of power, I'm just looking to see if she gets the lucky passive, because if she does, then I'm gonna back off so I don't have to worry about that reduced stun duration. I'm very, very lucky for me. She does not trigger it here on like the first 3 bars of power she gets. This 4th bar of power, also no lucky passive, which is just like absolutely ideal. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, drop my L2, have huge control of this fight, but now you can see the lucky passive drops in, so now I'm just backing off, letting my power drain do its thing, and she goes ahead and launches the L2, which is good, because I really, really needed that. So now I've got proper spacing. Fight's pretty okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to punish this SP1. I'm lucky she didn't parry me. I was just too slow. I think you have to dex the SP1 in order to punish, so that could have been really bad. You can see here she is lucky, so I'm just waiting that out before I launch my L2, get that power drain in, control the fight. But as she drops below the 2nd bar of power, she's going to get lucky, and she's going to keep going in and out of that, and she's going to trigger lucky over and over and over again. So now I'm really just stalling out. I just need to get like 1 more combo in SP1, so I'm not too worried, but I want to make sure I get it in clean. So I'm going to go ahead and combo into her and then finish off with an SP1. Pretty clean. That actually could have been bad too if she had evaded an SP3, but you know, we'll take it, we'll take it. In the future, I think I'll go for like a knockdown or something earlier on, or perhaps I'll focus more on like punishing a heavy instead of letting Powerful from Afar bring her up that close to an SP3, but we'll take it. A 1-shot's a 1-shot. Next up is this Apocalypse. I'm going to be jumping in with Ghost. The global is down. I do think I could handle this fight with Ghost without the global, just because I can dex Apocalypse's SP1 and I can dex his SP2, so I don't have to worry too much about the kinetic transference. But honestly, the fight is just an absolute joke without Protect. Going to go ahead and jump in with my L2 from Ghost and just rip him to pieces. Phenomenal. After that, I have Thing. And this thing is powerful from afar, kinetic transference. I really, really like this fight with Ghost. I contemplated popping an invulnerability boost, but I'm gonna be honest, like, I fight this guy a bunch in Alliance Quest, and I've dueled him so many times. It's just a really, really easy Ghost fight. The things to remember are that you will trigger protection from your medium crits, so you don't want to hit him too much when he's got the protection up, so get like maximum damage. Hitting into his block and then like waiting for a fraction of a second will cause him to launch his special, and then pushing him up to 15 whenever possible. But I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like the biggest threat from Thing is not being able to juggle his power or manage his power and his rock stacks. And the node giving him power actually makes it super easy. You can see here what I'm doing is setting up my 14 hit and then my L3. So he's under 2 bars of power, so I know this isn't going to push him to 3. I'm going to get some free damage in, and it's going to go from 14 to 15 rock stacks, and he's going to immediately launch his special out of it. This is very, very, very consistent for Thing. If you put him up to 15 rock stacks, and then you L3 with Ghost, he comes out of it with a special. You kind of like don't phase immediately. You phase in reaction to seeing him launch the special, but it's super, super consistent. Here, I'm just going to bait a special. I'm trying to re-trigger my phase. I don't want to get stuck with an L3 from Thing. I'm able to get that phase back up, push him up to 15, get the SP2. As long as you get that SP2, the fight's in control. But honestly, at this point, if Thing gets an L3, you lose. So that is like the reason you would run an invulnerability boost. It's just a long fight, but very, very easily managed. Here, I didn't go for my L3, and that is because he was almost at 2 bars of power. And when he's almost at 2 bars of power, you do super run the risk of dropping an L3, and then for any kind of a reason, Thing going major passive, and then him dropping his L3. So I went ahead and played it safe, went for the special dex, L3, fight, finish. And that was my path. Alliance, my battle group made a 50-0 run. That's why I'm so stoked about this war. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.